So the version of you that will win in 2026 is not the version of you that's burnt out, tired, and just barely getting by. So today, I just want to keep it real with you. I'm going to start off being brutally honest. If you're tired, deeply tired, I'm not just talking physically, but emotionally, psychologically tired, you're not failing. Oftentimes we're tired and we can't show up for ourselves, so we just assume that we're failing or we're not doing what we need to do. But the truth is, you're responding to a world and a life that has just demanded way too much from you for far too long. We've spent so long glorifying the hustle. Now listen, I'm all about staying on your grind, doing the things necessary to push you forward, but it's all about alignment. Because all the hustle, being booked and busy, over functioning, being everything and everywhere for everyone, and many of us, especially women, especially mothers, especially leaders, become really good at it all actually. So you begin to balance and juggle it all and do a really good job at it. Actually so good, no one has questioned the costs or the sacrifices you had to make to do all the things that you do. But here's the shift that's happening now. Burnout is no longer a personal issue. It's a leadership issue. Because when you're exhausted, when you're tired, when you're burnt out, you don't make the best decisions. You can't hear your intuition the way you should. And you actually lead from survival and not clarity. And that's at home and at work. And as a leadership and life coach, I have worked with people from all different walks of life, and I see this. And these are even things that I use and see in myself. And these are shifts I've had to make. I've lived in seasons where I was doing all the right things, showing up, being put together, being responsible, holding it all together for myself and those around me. And yet I felt disconnected from myself at times. But what I didn't realize then was that I had confused endurance with strength. There's a big difference. Endurance says I can push through. Endurance says I can push through anything. But strength says I know when to stop. So to the women and the people who will thrive in 2026 and beyond, aren't the ones who can tolerate the most. They're the ones who know how to self-regulate. And self-regulation is a skill no one actually taught us. I mean, how many times do you hear someone say, have you self-regulated? Do you need to self-regulate? Like, let's be clear, that's not something we really learn to do. But it's about the ability to notice when your nervous system is activated, overly activated, or overly stimulated. And how to respond with care and love and time instead of pressure. And this work, my dear, is what creates sustainable discipline. This is what allows you to lead at work and at home and show up gracefully in alignment without burnout, with so much more ease and flow and just happier doing the things in which you do. If you're always depleted, it's not because you're doing life wrong. It's because you're trying to succeed in a system, doing things in a way that just really isn't sustainable. And in this system, you're never really taught to rest without guilt. You're never really taught to self-love. You're never really taught to be self-aware and to reflect and to truly do things that bring you joy, yet alone understand what those things even look like for yourself. So I want you to take time and ask yourself a few questions. Where am I pushing too hard in my life where I should be pacing? And where am I performing strength instead of practicing it? There's a difference. Your next level doesn't require more effort. We give enough of that each and every day. Most of us do. It just requires a different relationship with your energy and understanding who you are, what motivates you, and truly showing up for yourself, making sure you're pouring into yourself in a way that fills you up to do the things you love to do with so much more grace, ease, flow, and alignment. 2026 and beyond belongs to the people who are rested, okay? Getting all the time that they need to be filled up to be their best, rested enough to actually hear themselves think, to be creative, innovative, and allow all of these amazing things to come to fruition. Whole enough to trust their decisions and regulated enough to lead with clarity. And that's not lazy, my dear. That's evolution. So this year is going to be your best year. It's just going to require you to stop the hustle and bustle. Stop feeling like you need to be booked and busy and just slow down. Hear yourself. Tap into your nervous system. Ease and calm your nervous system. Allow yourself to just coast and dream and be and create. And I guarantee you that things will fall in alignment. I am T. I am a leadership and life coach. And if you need help with any of the things that we discussed today and just need to calm your nerves and calm your mind to show up better, you're in the right place. Hit like and subscribe on the video below to stay tuned to any new content that I send out. And I will catch you in the next video. Thanks.